We'll get started in Sukhasana, or easy seat tonight. Option to sit on a block to help lengthen the spine. We'll wrap the fingertips around the knees. Inhale to lift the shoulders up towards the ears, and as you exhale, roll them down on the spine. Maybe gently closing down the eyes here. We'll take some nice ujjayi breaths to help warm up the body before we get into any physical movements and asanas. To accomplish ujjayi breath, you'll want to gently constrict the throat. And it should sound like the waves at the ocean. As you're sitting here, taking your ujjayi breaths, option to set an intention for today's practice. We'll slowly blink open the eyes. And then roll over the shin bones, coming into a tabletop position. Making sure that the shoulders are above the wrists and the hips are above the knees. We'll take some gentle cat-cows here. We'll inhale to drop the back. Exhale, pushing away from the floor, looking towards the belly button. Inhale, drop the back, lift the chest. Exhale, pushing the shoulder blades away from one another. We'll take a few rounds here to your own breath. After your next exhale, we'll come back to a neutral tabletop position. We'll inhale to lift the left arm up off the mat, and then we'll straighten the right leg and lift that up as well, coming into a balancing table position. We'll take some balancing table crunches here. We'll take a nice big inhale. Exhale, bring the elbow to the knee. Inhale back for one. Exhale. Inhale two. Exhale. Inhale three. Exhale. Inhale four. Exhale. Inhale five and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the hands and the knee. We'll inhale to lift the right arm up, extend the left leg back, and then lift up, engaging the glute. We'll exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1. Release the hand and then release the knee. We'll keep the hips above the knees and slowly walk the hands towards the front of the mat, bringing the chest down onto the mat, if possible. Coming into our puppy stretch. If you need to, you can always take a block and place it underneath the chest, just for some added support as we warm up the shoulders here and the back. We'll inhale to slowly walk our hands back, pushing our way into our first down dog of the night, making sure to pedal out the feet, maybe moving the hips side to side, whatever feels good for you. When you're ready, come into your expression of downward facing dog. And we'll take 3 rounds of Surya Namaskar A here, or Sunset A. We'll inhale to slowly walk the feet to the front of the mat. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Option to have the knees bent, since this is our first fold of the night. We'll inhale for Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift, keeping the spine nice and flat. The hands are either on the upper thighs or the shins. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, slowly rise up 1 vertebrae at a time. The arms are up and over the head. Exhale, bring them to prayer, and then to your side for Tadasana. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back, coming into plank position. We'll take our first vinyasa here. We'll inhale to rock forward. Exhale, bend the arms, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, pushing it back into downward facing dog. We'll inhale to step or glance to the front of the mat. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, rising all the way up, maybe a gentle back bend here. Exhale, hands through center, coming into your Tadasana. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back, and take a vinyasa. Last round. We'll inhale to step or hop to the front of the mat. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale all the way up, gentle back bend. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back, and take a vinyasa. We'll inhale to lift the right leg up and back. Exhale, plant the foot in between the hands. We'll pivot the back foot so it's parallel with the back of the mat. Bringing the arms to a T shape for our Virabhadrasana 2. Keeping that front knee nice and bent. The gaze is over the front middle finger. We'll inhale to flip the front palm and reverse our warrior, keeping that front knee nice and bent. Exhale, carve the arms to the front of the mat. Step both feet back and take a vinyasa. Inhale the right leg up and back. Exhale, plant the foot at the front of the mat. Pivoting that back foot, coming back into our warrior 2 position. We'll inhale to bring the right forearm to the right knee. And as you exhale, we'll swing that left arm in front of us and then up and over the ear, coming into extended side angle. Feeling a nice stretch in the left side body. Option to keep that right forearm on the knee, or you can open the arm up towards the foot. Making sure not to collapse the right side body here. We'll inhale to reverse our warrior. Exhale, carve the arms to the front of the mat. Step both feet back, and we'll take 5 push-ups here. We'll go down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then bring yourself all the way back down to the mat. Pushing up for your cobra or your up dog. And as you exhale, we'll push back into our downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up and back. Exhale, plant the foot at the front of the mat. Coming back into our warrior 2, only briefly. As you exhale, coming back into that extended side angle. From here, we'll make our way into Vajrasana or side plank. We'll plant the right hand down on the mat, on the outside of the right foot. We'll slowly shimmy that right foot towards the back of the mat, stacking the ankles, and bringing the left arm up towards the ceiling. 2 modifications. You can either bend the right knee, creating a kickstand for some added support, or you can come down onto the right forearm if you have any wrist pain. Engaging the obliques here. Slowly shift your weight back into a high plank, and we'll take a vinyasa. Inhale the left leg up and back. the mat, pivoting that right foot so it's parallel with the back of the mat, bringing the arms to a T, finding that warrior two position. Making sure that back arm doesn't drop down, keeping it aligned with the front arm. We'll inhale to flip the front palm. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale to cartwheel the arms back to the front of the mat. Step the left foot back to meet the right and take a vinyasa. Inhale the left leg up and back. Exhale, plant the foot at the front of the mat. Coming back into that warrior two position. We'll inhale to plant the left forearm onto the knee. And as you exhale, we'll swing that right arm in front of the body and then up and over the right ear for extended side angle on the second side. This time opening up the right side body. Again, option to keep the left forearm on the knee, or you can straighten the arm and opening it up towards that left ankle. We'll inhale to reverse our warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the arms to the front of the mat. Step both feet back. And we'll slowly lower ourselves down until our stomach is laying flat on the mat. We'll bring our hands to the front corners of our mat. And we'll push ourselves up, coming into a seal pose. If this pose is a little too intense on your back, option number one is to come down onto the forearms. Or you can keep the arms at the corners of your mat, just slightly bending the elbows to release some of that tension. Take 2 more deep breaths here. Exhale, release back down. Taking your up dog or cobra. Exhale, pushing it back to downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up and back. Exhale, plant the foot at the front of the mat. Coming back into warrior two one last time. Inhale to come into that extended side angle. And we'll make our way back into our Vatsyasana by planting the left hand on the outside of the left foot and shimmying that left foot to the back of the mat, stacking the ankles for our side plank. Making sure not to dip the hips towards the mat, but we're actively lifting them up by engaging the obliques up towards the ceiling. Again, option to stay on your forearm or take your left knee to create a kickstand to relieve some of that pressure on the wrists. As you exhale, we'll we'll come back to a high plank position and take a vinyasa. Inhale the right leg up and back. Exhale, plant the foot in between the hands. And we'll slowly, with control, rise up into our high crescent lunge. Keeping the hips nice and square here. On your next exhale, we'll slowly push off that back foot, coming into our Virabhadrasana 3, Warrior 3. Option to keep a slight bend in that right knee. Bringing the hands to prayer or out towards your ears, straight in front of you, whichever feels more comfortable. As you exhale, we'll gently place that back foot back down, releasing the hands to the front of the mat, stepping both feet back and taking a vinyasa. We'll inhale to step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale up to Utkatasana, chair pose. We'll bring the arms to cactus, and we'll come onto 𝘍𝘭𝘰𝘸 or onto our tippy toes. We'll do a little arm workout here. We'll inhale to bring the arms out, straight up towards our ears. And as you exhale, we'll pull them down, bringing the shoulder blades together. Inhale to straighten. Exhale, pulling them back to cactus for 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exhale to release the feet back down. Exhale, folding forward for Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant the hands, step both feet back, and take a vinyasa. We'll inhale to lift the left leg up and back. Exhale, plant the foot at the front of the mat, and slowly rise up into your high crescent lunge. Keeping those hips nice and square. The arms are nice and strong by the ears. As you exhale, we'll push off that back leg, coming back into our Warrior 3 on the second side. Engaging the glutes here. Keeping a nice flat back. Exhale to release the foot back down, bringing the hands to the front of the mat. Step both feet back, and we'll take a vinyasa. We'll inhale to step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, coming back up into our Utkatasana chair pose. If you have 2 blocks, we're going to do the same exact motion as the first time, but just with the blocks as an added weight. If you don't have 2 blocks, you can do exactly how we did it before without them. So we'll start with the arms in cactus. This time keeping the feet flat on the floor. We'll inhale to straighten the arms. Exhale, bring the shoulder blades together for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale to release the blocks, folding forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back, and we'll take a vinyasa. From our down dog, we'll make our way into dolphin pose. By bending the knees, you might have to walk your feet back a little bit more, bending the knees, and then bringing the arms down, coming onto your forearms, opening the shoulders here, keeping that nice V shape. If you feel any shoulder pain here, option to stack one hand on the other, creating almost this triangular shape rather than parallel arms. For me, it helps release some of that tension. Whatever feels best for you. Keeping the knees as bent as you need them to stay in this pose. Really pushing the shoulder blades up towards the ears. Holding for 3 more breaths. And as you exhale, we'll push ourselves back up into down dog. Inhale to rock forward, and we'll take our last vinyasa here. From your down dog, bring your knees down on the mat. We'll take a nice child's pose. Option to have the knees together or bringing the knees as wide as the mat, keeping the big toes touching, and gently releasing the forehead to the mat. Maybe closing down the eyes here. We'll inhale to slowly walk the hands to the knees, bringing the knees together, and then coming up to a kneeling position. We'll extend the right leg off to the side of the mat. We'll inhale both arms up to the ears, and as you exhale, we'll lean over to the right side, coming into gate pose. Stretching out that left side body. Keeping the right hand either on the thigh or on the shin bone. In this also like to reverse it to the other side. So you can gently drop the left hand to the left side of the mat. And then bring the right arm up and over the right ear. This time getting a stretch in the right side body. We'll inhale back up to center. Bring the right knee back onto your mat. And this time we'll extend the left leg off to the side of the mat. We'll inhale the arms up and over the head. Exhale, lean to the left side this time. Breathing into the stretch. Slowing down the breath here. Again, we'll reverse it by bringing the right hand down to the right side of the mat, lifting the left arm up and over the ear. Inhale back up to center. Bringing both knees back together. We'll come into tabletop, crossing the ankles, and then slowly making our way into a seated position. Adjusting yourself on your mat so you have enough room to lay back. Once you're laying down, we'll lift the right leg and cross the ankle on top of the left knee. Bringing the arms back into cactus. And as you exhale, we'll drop the legs to the left side of the mat. Bringing the gaze to the right shoulder for a supine spinal twist. Maybe gently closing down the eyes. We'll inhale back up to center, uncrossing the leg. This time lifting the left leg up and crossing the left ankle on top of the right knee. As you exhale, we'll twist open to the right side of the mat, bringing the gaze to the left shoulder this time, and then gently closing down the eyes. Inhale your way back up to center, uncrossing the legs and taking some nice windshield wiper movements here. once you come back to center, maybe taking any final movements you need before settling into your Shavasana. When you're ready, we'll bring the legs long on the mat, letting the feet splay open. Pushing the back of the head into the mat, rolling the shoulder blades together, and then releasing back down. Having the palms facing up for receiving. We'll gently close down the eyes. Maybe bringing back that 𝘗𝘰𝘭𝘢 breath. Slowly begin to bring gentle movements back into the body by wiggling the fingers and the toes. Rolling out the wrists and the ankles. We'll inhale the arms up and over the head for a nice good morning stretch. Exhale, bring the knees in towards the chest and give yourself a nice hug. Rolling onto the right side body, coming into a fetal position. Slowly making your way back up into the Sukhasana or easy seat, keeping the eyes closed. Finding gratitude for yourself. Taking this time to heal, not only physically, but mentally. We'll inhale the arms up and over the head. Exhale, release them down into prayer. Thank you again so much for joining me on the mat. The light in me honors the light in each and every one of you. Namaste.